Hello, Elite Marketing Pro community. I hope you're all doing fantastic today. So are you feeling like an overwhelmed hot mess of an underachiever? Are you a little scattered? Are you struggling with getting organized? It's summer holidays. Are your kids home and throwing your entire plan and what you do every day out the window and are driving you insane? So that's what I want to talk to you about today. And I've got 4 tips that I want to run through with you to help you in your business, especially during times of overwhelm and craziness. So if we're meeting for the first time, I'm Tracy Chalmers and I'm a mentor here inside the community. So make sure you drop a hello below if we're meeting for the first time. And if you know me and if we have chatted before, hello everybody, nice to see you again. So it's summertime. And, you know, it kind of throws things for a loop sometimes, especially if you're a work from home parent. And having the kids home from school can be a little trying some days, right? Give me a hell yeah or something like that in the comments if you can relate to the craziness of having your kids home for the summer. Or perhaps it's simply like, you know, you're out at barbecues, at events and functions and doing things and just a little more active this time of year. And that too also throws you for a loop. Is it leaving you uninspired or scattered or disorganized, or maybe your focus is off? Let me know if any of those things are kind of speaking to you right now. Because I know for me, that is a major thing, you know, like, my kids are a little older. They're both in university, but they're both home for the summer. And between them, you know, in and out to work and going out with their friends and, you know, just it's disrupted my schedule. It's a little different and I love having them home. There's no doubt, but it's changed things. And I've had to sort of rejig a little bit how I do things because it has thrown me for a bit of a loop. So I wanted to come and talk to you about that today because it happens to all of us. And that's what I want you to realize. And I want to give you some strategies and tips to actually help you today in your business to set you up for the next couple of months of summer. Alrighty? So let's see who's hopping on here. Hi, Jan. It's so nice to see you. Yeah, it can be. It can certainly throw you for a loop, right? Yeah. Richard, hello, Richard. Nice to see you. Amber, good to see you. And yes to all, exactly, Amber. You know, so that's the thing is that sometimes, you know, in moments of overwhelm, you feel like a hot mess. And you feel like you're sinking and you just cannot get to the surface. And you're, as try as you might, you're doggy paddling and you're swimming to the surface, but you just can't get there because you're sinking fast in a sense of overwhelm and you're underachieving or you feel that you're underachieving. So, oh, good morning, Alicia. Nice to see you. So that's what I want to talk about. What can you do today in your business to get you moving and get you out of overwhelm? Okay? Oh, good. I'm glad you liked it, Jan. I thought, you know what? Hot mess describes how I'm feeling these days with my kids home. So I thought I'm going to put that as the title. So I'm glad you liked it. So couple of things, you know, too many of us are focusing on busy work. We're always getting busy to get busy. We're getting ready to get ready. We're always, you know, just doing the busy work, making to-do lists and doing this and doing that. And it kind of looks like we're doing something in our business, but really, are we achieving anything at all? I know in the past, I have totally been guilty of that. I would get ready to get ready. And then I'd get ready some more. And I would never actually put myself into action. And I had to give myself a major wake-up call. And this is a few years ago now, because I knew that, you know, the getting ready to get ready and getting ready to start wasn't making me money. So that's what we're going to focus in on today. Let's get yourself back into action, get rid of some of the overwhelm, all right? And start even those little baby steps to get you moving again, regardless of whether the kids are home or family's in and traveling or you're doing this or you're doing that. Let's try and get you focused in on your business for these next few summer months, okay? So I want you to avoid things that will not generate income. So let's get rid of all that busy work. And if you're making to-do lists, and I kind of am a fan of to-do lists, but I have some rules around to-do lists. I think if your to-do list is longer than your put off to later list, that's a problem. Your to-do list should be very, very short. Your daily to-do list should be very, very short. And your you can do later list should be the longer list. So if you've got it the other way around, I want you to think about that. Because only put down the things on your to-do list that you can do immediately today that are impactful, okay? Jan, my dad used to say, getting ready to begin to commence to start. Exactly. Yes, exactly. Perfect description. I love that. I think I might borrow that. I love that. You know, and that's the thing is that, you know, have just a few things on your to-do list that are applicable today, that are impactful today, that'll actually get you into action. All the other stuff can go on your later to-do list. Okay, so I hope that little tidbit helps. I want you to prioritize. I want you to really think about what it is that's important, that needs to go on that to-do list. Those are the things that will move your business forward now. Not shoulda, coulda, woulda, or I will do later, but move your business forward now. Okay, so those are the things that I want you to put into action today. So, you know, take a few moments and think about what it is that you can do today to move your business forward. Maybe that is putting together a couple emails for your list. Maybe it's getting on a Facebook Live and you know, chatting and talking with your tribe, the people that follow you. Are you giving them value? Are you maybe not, are you kind of like holding back and not putting up that blog post that you've been thinking and that you should do? So what can you do today? Put in the comments below some of the things you could do today that will move your business forward, big or small. It doesn't have to be elaborate. It could be simply, you know, get on a Facebook Live, email my list, build that capture page. You know, don't worry about the big overwhelming things. Think about the little tiny actionable items that you can do right now that'll start moving your business forward. Because once you do that, then the overwhelm doesn't seem so weighted. You can actually start seeing the light at the end of the tunnel kind of thing. Richard, I love this about the to-do list. I started this last week. Massive action. Right on, Richard. Congratulations. That's fantastic. That's fantastic. Follow up with leads who haven't taken action yet. Yes, exactly. So maybe what you can do today to help you get out of the overwhelm is simply follow up with those 3 people that you've been avoiding, right? Maybe that is going to be that, you know, the weight off your shoulders that you're looking to achieve. So I want you to think about what you can do today to move your business forward. Number 1, if somebody can put that in the comments, that'd be fantastic. What actionable items, big or small, can you do today to move your business forward? All right. Number 2, don't overthink it. Get the hell out of your own way. I'm speaking from experience. That was a huge thing for me. I was always overthinking things. I'd get all up in my head and I'd worry about this and I'd worry about that. And, you know, I'll let you in on a little secret, and it's kind of embarrassing, but I'm going to admit it because I'm sure many of you are afflicted with it as well. But I am a recovering perfectionist. I have always been super worried about how things might look, or how perfect it was, or was my hair and makeup perfect before I went on live, or you know, I was so worried about looking good that I held back in actually delivering content to people who really needed it. And I was so worried about it being perfect and polished and spot on without bloopers or flubs. You've seen some of my bloopers, right? Give me some thumbs up and hearts if you've ever seen some of my video bloopers. Like, I'm gonna have a great blooper reel one day. But my perfectionism held me back. I was paralyzed, exactly. It held me back from actually delivering content, raw, real, vulnerable, authentic content to the people who needed to hear it. So don't overthink it and get the hell out of your own way. Get on that Facebook Live. So what if your hair's not perfect today? Some days I do my ball cap as I'm coming home from the gym. That's okay, right? And people are more receptive to that. Think about that for a bit. You know, I'm just looking at my notes here because I want to make sure I deliver exactly what I want to say to you guys. And see, notes, nothing's perfect. I have a couple things written down that I wanted to talk to you about. So, you know, get out of your own way, deliver the content. It doesn't need to be perfect. People will appreciate that. You're more real, okay? That vibe, Angeline, you're welcome. You're welcome. That vibe that you create when you're not worried about your perfection and you're not worried about overthinking it, is actually what people really need to hear. And it's that vibe that will create that tribe that you're looking for, right? That's what's going to attract people to you. All right, so that was number 2. Don't overthink it. Get the hell out of your own way. And number 3 is create a strategy. We talk all the time in this industry about DMO, daily method of operation. Well, do you have one? Give me a yes in the comments or no in the comments if you have one or if you don't have one. And I want to talk a little bit about DMO. And I'm not going to do a big lengthy discussion about DMO. Maybe we can do that another time. But I want to draw a few, I want to point out a few points on it, if you will. You know, DMOs can become almost like a getting ready to get ready task. And I want you to avoid that. I don't want you to think about a DMO as something that has to be so elaborate, so detailed, that it actually is creating overwhelm in you. It's actually going to create, you know, that getting ready to get ready to get ready to get ready problem that we'd already talked about. So I want your DMO to almost be skeletal. I want it to be bones, okay? Does that make sense? Let me know with hearts and thumbs if any of this is making sense and if this is valuable to you, okay? So I want you to think about what are non-negotiables in your business. And what I mean by that is things that you know you need to do day in and day out that will move your business forward and are income or result-driven tasks, okay? They're non-negotiables and they don't have to be big. And I'll let you in on that secret, is that often the things that you do consistently day in and day out are often those little tasks that are super easy to do, but also just as easy not to do. And those are the exact tasks that you need to be doing every single day in your business. So those are the non-negotiables. Maybe it's, you know, 3 or 4 days a week, you're shooting a Facebook Live, non-negotiable. You are reaching out and messaging with potential new prospects, non-negotiable. Maybe it is posting to your blog once or twice a month, non-negotiable. Emailing your list, non-negotiable. You know, training your team, non-negotiable. Those little things that need to be done, I want those on your DMO. Okay, and then when you have that list of things that are non-negotiable for your DMO, I want you to time chunk it. You know, we all have things going on in our lives, whether, you know, maybe you're still working your full-time day job or a part-time day job. Maybe you're not doing this full-time yet, right? So you're going to need to time chunk your calendar. And if you're not using an electronic calendar yet, I highly recommend that. But you need to time chunk your calendar so that it actually fits with what you've got going on in your life that you need to accomplish. Okay? So you're going to block in the things, family time. Maybe you've got designated work hours that you need to be in the office or in a store or something like that you cannot work your business during that time. Block that in. And then whatever time you have left over to work your business here, that's where I want you to plug in your non-negotiables, okay? They're easy, manageable, easily to do tasks in there. Now, I want to elaborate a little bit more on that. You know, when I look at my business, and this is what I've done over the last few years, when I look at my business, I time chunk it. So I look at things in 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, and a year. And what I like to do is I like to have goals and things that I want to achieve in that time, and big or small, And then I kind of plan them out in my head how I want them to fit into my time chunk. Maybe it's only 6 weeks. Maybe it's a 90-day run. Okay, whatever it looks like for you, I want you to think about the time chunk around that. And then I want you to reverse engineer it. Okay, so if it's a 6-month goal that you're going after, or let's say you're looking for a rank advancement, or you're looking to add 500 people to your email list, or maybe you're looking to, recruit 4 new people to your business, and business builders, not customers, but business builders. Whatever that time chunk is, you need to have a deadline, because if you don't have a deadline, it's not a plan, it's just a hope. Okay, so if you don't have that deadline there, it's not going to happen. And then I want you to reverse engineer it backwards to today's, to decide what it is that you need to be doing every day to attain and achieve that goal by your deadline. Okay, and that should be that should be a part of your DMO. Does that make sense? Let me know. Put value, #value, if you are receiving value for this this information here today on the DDOA. Now, so that was number 3, tip number 3, DMO. And I hope you utilize that time chunking. It's really important that, think about your business. Oh, sorry, low battery. That's strange. Let me just plug it in. Hang on a sec. That is a little weird. Oh, sorry guys, sorry about that. See, it happens to all of us. So I want you to think about building a house. Your business is just like building a house, right? Don't worry so much about the beautiful paint that you're going to put inside the house. Don't worry about, your beautiful aesthetically pleasing website if your foundation isn't built, right? Think about building that foundation and having a solid foundation before you start putting up, I'm not a builder, so I don't know, the plywood and the beams and everything to the house. Before you worry about how you're going to decorate the house, before you start picking out paint chips, before you start picking out lighting and appliances, worry about your foundation first. Too many people are worrying too much about their domain name. They're worrying too much about how beautiful their blog looks. Gosh, oh my goodness, sorry, a telephone call came in. Too many people are worrying about all the pretty stuff they're going to do and forgetting about the foundation that's actually going to be the solid body of their business. So I want you to think about that with your DMO as well, okay? And number 4, focus. Laser beam focus. I want you to be like mutant sharks with laser beams attached to their head, going after what it is that you've decided is your goal, that you've reverse engineered and have a plan for, okay? Focus is critical, because if it's so wishy-washy, if it's kind of like, oh yeah, I'm hoping to rank advance, in the next few months, it doesn't work, right? You need to have crazy laser focus and almost obsessive. And I'm not one to say that you should obsess on something, but you almost want to be obsessive, because this is what's actually going to push you through the moments when it's just as easy not to do, like we talked about a few minutes ago, right? It is super easy to say, oh, I don't want to do a video today. I'll do it tomorrow. Laser focus, okay? The universe is not going to serve up a lucrative, substantial, life-changing business on a silver platter. It's not. I do have some belief in me about what you put out to the universe, you get back. But the reality is if you don't get your butt in gear and put yourself into action with laser focus and a plan and, actionable items every single day, it's not going to happen. So the universe is not going to just say, here's a multiple 6-figure business for you. You need to do it. And you need to have a strategy and detailed focus. And focus on things that you can do today to achieve it, and then master those things. Okay? Has this been helpful? Let me know, hearts, thumbs, comments, please ask questions. I will address them after we close off the video. If this has been helpful, let me know. And if you are still curious about some of these things, reach out to me. You know, we're always here in the community. I hope this has been helpful, but I do want you to know that what you do every single day, big or small, will make great impact in your business. And it's the consistent daily actions that are going to matter more than anything. It's going to matter way more than how beautiful your website banner looks. It's going to matter way more than, you know, just posting inspirational quotes all the time. Okay? So think about what you can do that is impactful today, impactful to others. Don't hold back. You know, it's funny because that is something that I had to come to terms with. I was holding back when my perfectionism was kind of gripping me a while back. I realized I was being selfish. I had a lot to offer and I had a lot to give people. And when I was so hung up and in my own head about making it look perfect and making it look wonderful, I was preventing others from growing and learning. And that's what it came down to for me. So I hope this has been helpful. You're so welcome, Jan. Thank you for saying so. And you have so much to catch up on. I don't know where to focus. So Angel, you know, stop. If you haven't watched the beginning of the video, watch the beginning again, Angel. But pick a few things that are manageable for you that you can do every single day and start there. Start with things that add value out to your marketplace. Okay, on your business page, start there and then build from there. But if you want to talk offline, we can do that too. Okay. Oh, thank you, Jan. I appreciate that very much. And you know, it's funny because every now and then the perfectionist bug still comes and nips me and I have to shake it off and refocus. So it never truly goes away. It happens to all of us. Alrighty, you guys. Love you all. Have a fantastic day and we'll see y'all soon. Bye.